Good day! I am Nizanan C. Cervino, and I am going to discuss how to calculate the dividend and capital gains yield in non-constant growth stock valuation. But first, let us recall what is non-constant or supernormal growth is. Non-constant or supernormal growth is a part of the firm's life cycle in which it grows much faster than the economy as a whole. The firms experience different growth rates during different parts of the cycle. And with that, let us now answer ST-4, letter C. Cinder Computers Incorporated is experiencing rapid growth. Earnings and dividends are expected to grow at a rate of 15% during the next 2 years and 13% the following year, and a constant rate of 6% during year 4 and thereafter. Its last dividend was $1.15 and its required rate of return is 12%. Now, calculate the dividend and capital yields for years 1, 2, and 3. To be able to get the dividend and capital gains yields, we must first get the value of dividends, the value of stock today, P-Hat1 and P-Hat2, which were already taken up in the previous videos about ST-4, A and B, so I am not going to discuss it in detail. Let's just have a quick recap. Step 1. To be able to get the value of stock today, we need to calculate the PV of dividends paid during the supernormal growth period by getting first the dividends per year by using the formula D sub t is equals to D sub t minus 1 times the sum of 1 and the growth rate, wherein t represents the periods. So D sub 1 is equals to $1.15 times 1.15 is equals to $1.32. For D sub 2, $1.32 times 1.15 is equals to $1.52. For D sub 3, $1.52 times 1.13 is equals to $1.72. And now we can get the PV of dividends paid during the supernormal growth period by using the formula D sub 1 divided by the sum of 1 and R sub s raised to 1 plus D sub 2 divided by the sum of 1 and R sub s raised to 2 and so on. So the PV of dividends is $3.62. Then let us get the PV of firm stock price at the end of year 3. P hat 3 is equals to D sub 3 times the sum of 1 and the constant rate during year 4 divided by the difference of the required rate of return and the constant rate during year 4. So the answer is $21.61. Step 2. Get the value of P hat 1 and P hat 2. P hat 1 is equals to $1.5209 divided by 1.12 plus $1.7186 divided by 1.12 raised to 2 plus $30.36 divided by 1.12 raised to 2. P hat 1 is equals to $26.93. Next, get the value of P hat 2. P hat 2 is equals to $1.7186 divided by 1.12 plus $30.36 divided by 1.12. P hat 2 is equals to $28.64. And now we can finally compute for the dividend and capital gains yields for year 1, 2, and 3 using Excel. Let's list down all the values that we will be using. For D sub 1, we have $1.32. For D sub 2, we have $1.52. For D sub 3, we have $1.72. For P hat 0, we have $25.23. For P hat 1, we have $26.93. For P hat 2, we have $28.64. And for P hat 3, we have $30.36. Next is, let's compute for the dividend yield per year. For the first year, divide the value of D sub 1 by the value of P hat 0 to get the first year's dividend yield. Next, for the second year, D sub 2's value is divided by the value of P hat 1 to get the dividend yield for the second year. For the third year, the value of D sub 3 divided by the value of P hat 2 to get the third year's dividend yield. Next is for the capital gains yields. For the first year, the difference of P hat 1 and P hat 0 divided by the value of P hat 0 to get the first year's capital gains yield. Next is for year 2, the difference of the values of P hat 2 and the P hat 1 divided by the value of p hat 1 to get the second year's capital gains yield. Next is for the year 3, the difference of the values of p hat 3 and p hat 2 divided by the value of p hat 2 to get the capital gains yield for the third year. And now let's compute for the total returns per year. For the first year, just add up the values of the dividend yield for the first year and the capital gains yields for the first year. Next is for the second year, just add up the value of dividend yield for the second year and the capital gains yield for the second year as well. And for the last year, just add up the value of dividend yield for the third year and the capital gains yield for the third year. And let us just convert this into percentage. That's it. Okay. Let's just decrease the decimal of the total returns per year to have an equal amount. And that's it. That is how to calculate dividend and capital gains yield. I hope you like it. I believe that I deserve to have the high grades for this because I did my best to have a good presentation. Thank you for watching and keep safe.